housing is housing, and you need to provide the same type of spaces, same type of uses and amenities that you would for any kind of housing.
So the ability to build a new housing development for homeless families in an amenity-rich neighborhood, very resourced like that, doesn't happen very often, and that's one of the great things about the Tree Lane story.
There's been some criticism of the concentration of affordable housing creating bad neighborhoods. So the thought was to develop many smaller developments near key areas.
The site that the city had offered was a challenging site. It was originally planned as a site for a fire station.
If you've seen the site, you know it doesn't immediately present itself as a very developable site because of its shape. And those were some of the design challenges that we needed to take into consideration.
Turn left.
So this is the shape of the site with the limited street frontage. It had limitations due to a wetlands and stormwater detention, utility easements. There were fire lane access requirements. There was parking and vehicular access, open space requirements, and ultimately the leftover space was the only area that we could build the building.
There's an old model of public housing or affordable housing where people have this image that it doesn't look good, that it's not high quality, that it doesn't fit into the context of the neighborhood where it's located. And we like to turn that idea on its head and really think of this as an asset for a community.
The way we looked at the building was to give it character of the other residential buildings in the neighborhood. Using the same shape and scale of windows, pitched roof lines that you would see typically in the neighborhood.
It's often not enough just to provide safe quality housing.
For us, it was really important that we come in and we provide sort of trauma-informed care services, which is very important when you're serving any population, but particularly the population that we have here in Tree Lane.
Without additional services to help that family, they're not going to be successful, despite having a new apartment unit within this community to live in.
We designed in a series of offices inside the space, and they provide support to these families.
It helps because you know that if anything happens, you got someone that you can go to and talk to.
Being able to have people to reach out to, staff to reach out to, it makes it all kind of fit together.
So we really designed to a high level because we want to dignify and show respect for the families that we're housing.
We're going to give these people decent, affordable housing, something that they can be proud of. Because this is the first Section 8 apartment I've been in that I can really say I'm proud of.
The building itself is one that we paid attention to the design so that it provided for a wellness benefit to the residents in the building. Having that connection to the outdoors with larger window openings than you would typically see really helps the spatial quality, the light in the air that you have access to.
It's really nice. My kids love it. They can run to the neighbors and get their friends and go to the park, and so my kids absolutely love it here.
Actually, what my baby girl told me about this place was, she said, but when I walked in here, it felt perfect.
Well, my hopes for the residents is that they really have a place that they can call home and that their kids can call home, and it really become a community of its own.
I think the architecture of the building says a lot about the pride that a resident would have in their home. And we really focused on the design as if it were for anywhere in Madison. For any resident in Madison, they would be proud to call this their home.